Boker Tov, we're on Mishlei Perek Chavdalid, Pasuk Yud Zayin, a famous Pasuk, B'nfol oivecha al tismach. At the fall of your enemies, don't be happy. Ubikashelo al yagid libecha. And when he stumbles, don't let your heart be gladdened. So how does this work out? We're sometimes a little bit happy when our enemies fall, but here Shlomo Melech tells us, don't be happy when your enemy falls. So a general explanation is that here it's talking about, in singular, oivecha, your personal enemy, meaning there's a personal guy that bothers you, the personal person. Don't be happy about that. We'll explain why in a moment. But oive Israel is different. When there's oive Israel, not that there's a mitzvah to be happy, but if a person's happy when oive Israel, the enemies of Israel, go down, then it's not an issue. Now, why would it be an issue to not be happy when my personal enemy goes down? Person has to always remember, even with the big enemies, Hakol min hashamayim, everything's from Hashem, and everything that Hashem does is for the good, and even the big enemies, somehow it's for our good. Somehow it's Hashem giving us messages to help us improve. Now, but there are things called Oivei Israel, like Haman, Paro, these guys, Hitler, Yimach Shemo, right? So we say Yimach Shemo, we say even though they were also shlichim from Hashem, they were, through Mitzrayim we got more refined. There's different things through maybe the story of the Holocaust. We got Eretz Israel back in a certain way. So there's messages here for sure, but at the end of the day, they're Oivei Israel, they're Sonei Israel. We could be say Yimach Shemo, etc. But a person's personal Oyev could be tomorrow that he could be Ohev. He could be that it could turn. You could make shalom with the person. So to be happy if your Oyev falls down or if he goes down, to be happy, especially if it's a Jew, not to be happy. Because remember, Akol min Hashemayim. Now, the next pasuk continues on this vein. Pen yir'eh Hashem, lest Hashem sees that you're happy. Now, also, just before we go to the next pasuk, in this pasuk, we said al tismach and al yagil libecha, and we already pointed out before the difference between simcha and gila is simcha is the first moment of happiness where you're changing that status from regular to happiness. Like, oh my gosh, the guy fell, the enemy fell. Right, that first moment is called simcha, and then if it remains in that state, that's called gila. The remaining in the state of that happiness is called gila. So not to have either. Pen yir'eh Hashem, lest Hashem see your happiness, v'rab be'enav, it will be bad in Hashem's eyes, v'yashiv me'alav apo, and then Hashem will take away His anger from the enemy that now went down, and some explain he might put it on you. So what's going on? Like, because you're happy, it might change the calculation of what's going on over here. Why would that be so? If a person's now happy that this guy fell, now I'm happy about it. So Hashem now puts you under a microscope and says, hold on a second, you're happy he fell? Are you so much of a tzaddik? Are you really better than him? I have my calculation for him. Why he had to go down, why this had to happen. Now you want to, you're so happy about that this person went down. Hold on a second, let me put you under the microscope as well, and therefore that could change things. Also, by a person being happy when the oyev goes down, then what happens is you're adding to his punishment. So what happened was Hashem now punished this guy; he has to go down. Now, if I'm happy that he goes down, that adds that's part of that's also punishment. People, someone will get embarrassed if people are happy that I'm going down. So that you just added to this guy's punishment, not from the calculation of Hashem's punishment in a certain way. Hashem says, okay, I'll take away some punishment from him because he's getting punished by other people being happy that he's down. So Hashem says, I'll take away punishment from him because he's suffering now with other people being happy. But if no one's happy, then Hashem's going to give him the full wrath that he deserves. Just ending with two quick psukim. Al titchaber me're'im, al tekaneh b'reshaim. Don't try to go after the reshaim. Don't try to be jealous of them. Don't try to follow their paths. Ki lo tiyeh acharit lara. Ner reshaim yid'ach. Their ending is evil, and their candle extinguishes. And we have the ner, ki ner mitzvah b'torah, or we have the ner of mitzvah. They have the ner of maybe something temporary, whatever, and their candle extinguishes, and we have to make sure to stick with the ner of Torah and mitzvot. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen. Rabbi Chananya, ben HaKasha Omer Tzach Kadosh Baruch Hu Lizakot, et Yisrael Lefichach Yirba Lehem Torah Mitzvot Shneimar, Adonai Chafetz L'man Tzidko, Yagdil Torah ve'yadir.